Yes, what a great day. What a wonderful opportunity it is to be back in the microphone. To begin on the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. We're at the freedom fighter. Panic all over. Fear. They have grip for fear. The freedom fight. The call for rescue. And the moment you see panic happen, you already know. So yesterday, the president for a meeting with the executives of the Liberty Party, Young Defender Lawrence, and of course, Dali, and others, who decided to put images from with the president. And I told the meeting was done out of the speech was happening or boycott of the Liberty Party from the school for Liberty Party programs that just send where the school millions and millions of the Liberian people money. The record will have it, the record still have it, and on that people bill, millions of tax dollars were stolen, used by Mr. Peter Nima Parker and of course Mr. Unity Parker. These are the details that we will see today. The people see the country money. The people steal the country money and use it for themselves and of course their own pleasure. You just listen to the last clip we played with this school in Grand Bassa County where the community has to rally and compensate teachers. This is in the rescue government. 2 years counting. And we're going to year 3. 6 classroom school in Grand Bassa County. 4 teachers. We are not even talking about their qualifications. No support. If you see the principal's office, oh my God. And flipping from there, you come to road and infrastructure. The president and of course the regime has always made a lot of noise in Monrovia that they are building roads. Folks, right here, between Clay to Douala, connecting from Clay to Douala. Go there and go see the disaster that's right there. The roads are bad, terrible and unpliable. Right near Monrovia here. Road users are going through hell. But mind you now, they have some kind of way station there. They'll finish collecting money from the people. Then the vehicles will pass and go get involved with whatever Baga finish facing. And it's just like that all across the country. This government is a scam. And some of you who do not go anywhere, do not investigate anything, and you're just here passing around Monrovia and you think you'll be shocked to realize the day some of you decide to go out of town and of course visit some of these places, and you'll be like, oh, but I thought the people say they finish building the road to the southeast and you can wear clothes, you pass, you go, blah blah blah. So scam. 419 rescue government. That's who they are. Hello folks, a pleasant good morning to all of you this morning. Just wherever you are, listening, monitoring, welcome. This is the Freedom Money Rise on Freedom 87.9, Liberia's foremost informative breakfast platform, where we discuss the issues that matter to Liberia's growth and development. Yes, indeed, there are too many things to talk about. Lots of things happening in the country. A pleasant good morning to our friends, our fans, and of course our followers. Those of you in the diaspora, it's always a good thing to have you join us this and every morning right here on the big station, the People's Radio, Freedom 87.9. Too many things to talk about. Lots of things happening in Liberia. The weekend was indeed eventful, whether socially, politically, and of course economically. Oh yes, the most trending was the 5G passage of the national budget. That has generated some uproar in corners and of course in all of that. One man who has been very, very fierce in his oversight. And this is not just with this instance. And I'd like to give that out to the Bapulu County Senator Amara Corning. Whether you like him or not, he has brought in a whole new dynamics to legislative politics. Amara tread completely differently. His issues are indeed not the regular way. So if this whole concept about change, Amara epitomizes that. To be fair enough, his politics and the way he carries himself has been completely different from how we've known or seen senators and representatives in this country, at least since after the war. Oh yes, he has been bullying who's, sufficient who's, legal who's, accountability who's, transparency who's, in the Gafon and Boaka 2026 national budget, draft national budget. There's a lot of criminalities, a lot of flagrant violation of the budget law, the PFM law. They're stealing the money. They can steal entity money. They take it, they put it other places. But the whole government is a stealing government. It's a corrupt government. These are criminals. That's who they are. We have no respect for them. They're rogues. They came to steal. That's exactly what they're doing. And the entire Ministry of Finance, just renting Rejoinder from place to place. He passed somewhere. People who were considered on political ground, Anthony Myers, Depuzu. And Gafon High, he said he's scared to come outside. He's scared of a friend. When they pay around, he be under money, a friend. He come back and he shit on him. There's the dullest finance minister we've had. Look at the economy. Everybody complaining. Nobody saying anything going in the country. Everybody complaining. Be passing around. They made a battle cry economy. I go to the beginning and sing. I will say behind you. Say, oh yeah, I will say minister. Empty. People hungry. He say he finance. He say he sound finance minister. People hungry. All your Imam to pray. Some man, Fisi brother, empty. Any education that can transform or impact the people that dullness. Yeah, that means y'all go tell the door empty man. All the men budget is not prepared. So tango thing. Last year budget you finger last year budget. This year budget again, go say that typographical error or $90 million discrepancy in the budget preparation. And you say, oh, that typographical error. Then you go there doing illegal transfers, taking money from one entity to the other, right? Any legal basis. I say the man a smart man. Well, what kind of smart man? That's on a scam. Be about scam. The country need to grow beyond That nonsense of adolescent people who just pass around and quote and be re-quoting, rephrasing, restating theories and things. They can't article last anything. Dull and empty people passing around. That's who they are. 12 yeah. 12 was solving problem. Samuel 12 was solving problem, practical problem. You introduce something, you see it and it work, it does something and all of that. You gotta bring the other one with BB trouser passing around. You say his son, he can spy around with it.
You freedom fighter, you raping our women. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. Freedom fighter, you destroying our
folks. Some of the reason why Liberians are saying, look, this is too much. This nonsense has to stop. Mr. Barker and his team has not helped rescue Liberia in any form, shape, or manner. As we speak to you, the Swedish government has announced that it will be drawing down shortly, and of course, we're just about 20 or less than 20 days when we enter 2026, when the drawdown begins. And the front page Africa grades of minister's performance, something we'll place a spotlight on this morning. We endeavor to speak to the editor, the front page Africa, our good friend Gerald Coyne, talk to us about the methodology and all of that. And all of that would dump into a conversation about why Liberians, a certain group of Liberians, are preparing themselves for the December 17th protest. December 17th protest, you have to know whatever you're doing in the country, whatever plans you are making for December, remember that there is a protest that's going to begin on the 17th of December. I don't know when it's going to end, but it's going to start on the 17th of December. Today is Monday, and of course, we are making cash right here on the big station on star 255 star 1 hash, star 255 star 1 hash. All you have to do, make sure you have at least 50 Liberian dollars on your phone, right? Once you have 50 Liberian dollars on your phone, you're qualified to make money right here on the big station. Star 255 star 1 hash is the code, and that's what you have to do. The more you play, the better your chances are to win right here on the show this morning. So let's take a walk with Crime Stopper Liberia. Once we come back, okay, we can rumble through, right? Once we come back, we can rumble through and then bring you all of the other issue. But wait, that's something serious. We'll let you know. But let's see. Okay, here. Ega, morning.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning to our audience. It's good to be back here.
Man, you're all wet today.
So it's good to. So Barcelona have won 5 consecutive games.
No, my man, good morning, man.
You last time after Man won 5 consecutive games.
You finish, yo.
So good morning, folks. Good morning to you, and good morning to our audience. To those of you who like what we say, good morning to you. What about those who do not like what we say, especially the way we say them? Hey, we owe no apology. All we are always cognizant of is the fact that we do not lie on anybody. We speak the truth. And in our country, I always told people, once you want to live by the truth, you want to do the right thing, you're always going to be hated. And that's why way to our country and not individual friendship. So it's good that we are here to talk that matter most to Liberia's growth and of course development. So we are here, like you listen to Abu, too many things to talk about here this morning. But Crime Stoppers Liberia is proudly associated with the Freedom Money Ras and of course Win Liberia as well.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Morocco.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we have seen in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
Shabba musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the real authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it, I mean you cheche. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stopper Liberia. Welcome back, folks. This is the Freedom Morning Rise on Freedom 87.9. Good morning to our friends, the Keke Riders. It's always a good thing to have you join us. And of course, even the passengers on the Keke, the taxi cab. And I know some of you rescue charlatans are there. You get so pissed, but we just don't care about how you're feeling. This country does not belong to you, neither does the country belong to Boakai. Nobody promised Boakai that, when he becomes president, he finished, then nobody going to hold him accountable. He can do whatever he wants to do and all of that. So you can get vexed. Everything you're enjoying in the country, why you can buy your own car? You're sitting on Keke, then you get vexed. Why people are being critical on the government? Something should be wrong with you, right? If you're enjoying so much in the country, why are you on Tesla cab? You're squeezed up like that, and then you're getting vexed. Why people are criticizing the government? You think the government is doing anything? Look at your life, right? You're squeezed up in that Tesla. You're baking the carpet. You got to beg the camera and all of that. Y'all think we get time for y'all? You're so. To all the good people on the taxi, the bosses, and coming to Monrovia this morning, no real hope, but just basically to come and try and see what will work for you. We'd like to say good morning, and we'd like to bless your day and wish you all of the best. Look, but let's keep standing up. Look, not necessarily to break anything, but even the conversation that you have, right? Talking about the realities and how life has become is a revolution, is a campaign. So that's what we want you to do. When you sit in spaces, you speak to the fact about the right. Don't be like those these sycophants who will be passing around begging for school fees for their children, yet still they're still arguing that the country is okay. Is the country okay? You're whooping on a test. You're standing beside the roadside. The transportation not even correct, right? And you have people stealing from the country, abusing the budget, and we are talking about it, and then you're getting angry. You think we're supposed to be worshiping people who did not achieve anything? Look at Boakai, for example. He spent 40 plus years in public service, a bureaucrat, right? A corrupt bureaucrat. The man is an epitome of everything that's wrong with Liberia. 40 years in government, right? All of the bad times, the bad period. And the guy was dismissed. This guy was fired. And somebody said, oh, the factions did not want the man, blah, blah, blah. No, if that's the case, Sawyer, who have spoken to the man to resign, they did not ask him to resign, they fire him. There is no way in the world people can get fired for the good reason. Corruption, underperformance. But anyway, folks, here got the content meet have started. We're going to take a few minutes just to run over some of the weekend events and all of that. Then we'll go to our real conversation. The content meet have started, I think, to some very interesting showpiece or showdown across the country, right? We wins for some counties and of course defeat for some, and there were draws in other areas, right? There were draws in other areas, but kudos to Margibi, kudos to Bonk, right?
So for the benefit of the audience, Abu, the public know you to be Manchester United fan.
Good.
For the benefit of the public, please sit down here today and tell us which country you supporting, which country you from, which country. Let the public know today.
My first choice is Bonk County, right? And then my second choice is Margibi.
Okay, yes.
My third choice is Montserrat.
Okay, I like it. I like the way you just call everything.
But I feel
let me see.
Then my fourth choice is Lofa.
Abu, you're winning 50 countries, you're one game.
But yeah, that ain't the league can go anywhere.
So in Montserrat, I'm going to be
I mean Montserrat.
I'm going to be supporting
not discreetly. I'm
going to be supporting Montserrat, not holistically, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be supporting Montserrat only because of the coach that Montserrat is carrying, Famata D.
The female coach.
Yes, I like her system. You know, I'm a Barcelona fan. So any coach that is able to build a team to
drew yesterday with Bapolo.
Yeah, 2-2. So any coach that is able to build a system that will control it.
But people are criticizing that. I mean, yeah, you take a female coach.
No, the war is revolving. Before we never used to have female lance women.
No, but coaches.
Abu,
in the males game.
Why should a male coach coach female team and female coach can coach a male team?
Yeah, it's universally accepted. I mean, it has happened.
So how will this be accepted when it has started somewhere?
The rigors of the male game, the competitive, but all of that.
I don't want.
It's a challenge for Famata.
The thing about coaching is tactics and system. I don't want us to look at her gender or I don't want because she's a female or blah. But Abu, let's look at what she's breaking on the table.
What she's bringing on.
To be frank with you,
mm-hmm.
If you look at
most, we can criticize male coaches or criticize them. Nobody will bring gender.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and trust me, when she does the right thing, I will support her. When there is something,
but for Montserrat to go,
the reason you see, Bapolo is a team. Why you want to honor? Bapolo went against
compared to Montserrat.
Bapolo went into the final 2 years ago against Nimba. You know that.
But look at the team this year. Look at the team.
Abu.
Montserrat has a better team than
those games were the first games. Those games that were played on Saturday and Sundays.
Yeah, but she should have used that game to send a message.
Why you will say about Muta Fofana, who is an experienced coach in county meet, leaving from Nimba, winning 2 successive county meet trophies with Nimba, leaving and going to Barca. He was flogged in his first game in Barca.
Because Barca, listen now, Barca for the past, I think 10 or so more years have not really been, doing too well in the country meet. And, they can come with a lot of euphoria and all of that, but they're not hard to beat. And, they can make noise. North part they can make it, but to flog them, not hard.
So, the thing is, I want to go back to this Famata thing. Famata, I like her game because it controls the tempo of the play.
I'll say so because Famata, Montserrat is your first choice.
No. Montserrat can be my first choice. Montserrat is my second choice.
Okay.
In that.
Nimba
and then Nimba is I want to use an adjective on it. Nimba is the first choice.
Okay.
Yeah,
But with
first choice.
small
Yeah, with small. So because of that small now, I'm crossing over for the first time. I'm going to be supporting Lofa County.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
my man, you can't get Vel Nima. You go.
No, the reason I'm going to Lofa is so.
Hey, how you get Vel Nima? You go to Lofa. It's not fair.
The thing went out. I'm talking here.
So you gotta tell the real secret behind.
No, the real secret behind it is
We gotta know your wife not from Lofa. She's from Pomi,
why you think so?
right?
Why
So-
you guys say anything about for Bomi?
Because you used to be going Pomi fast.
No, I used to go Bomi because I got a friend who so much love Bomi. He's a citizen of Bomi County. He so much love Bomi, and whenever he wants me to do something for him there, I used to make myself available, and that is Amos Morris.
So Lofa is your third choice.
Lofa is my third choice, and Mimba is first, Mosura is second.
So who's your fourth choice?
No, all the other people can go suck lamb.
But look, man, I don't know how with the number of fan base we got in the Southeast, we selected how can they meet us and nobody selected.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're sorry.
No,
but
the
I think Sano, man, we got a lot of followers in Sano. Yeah, let's see what Sano put out. Probably we could, at some point during the tournament, could decide to throw our weight behind Sano. Yeah, but it's not easy. The Southeast. So you get root issue, you get football issue. That problem.
It's terrible, but not just them. As we speak, Bon County team is stranded in the female team, especially is stranded
in
Gbapolo.
Oh yeah,
It's
seriously.
terrible. They were compared to sleep out, so it's terrible for them, especially a county like Bon County.
No, that
Talking
is
about
host.
Prince.
You bring a host county for that.
Abu, what normally you're supposed to do is like the how you call it the African Cup of Nations is going to be playing Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
Morocco is not going to be booking hotels for all of those teams coming. Those teams will send a delegate to book their hotels before. So Bon County needed to send a delegate to Gbapolo County, book a hotel for them, do everything that was needed to be done. But you can't do it, and then I experienced that during the 2023 elections.
Mm-hmm.
We went in Bomi County when the former president was going in Gbapolo County. We went in Gbapolo not with the intention to sleep because we were told that the president was just going to come and then after everything he will come back to Bomi County. But then when we got to Bomi, the former president said he wanted to sleep. There's a Gbapolo. The former president said he wanted to sleep and then go Bella Yara the next morning. So because of that, we would never have planned to change to sleep there. We had to start looking for guest house in the place or even hotel. We could not find.
What thing?
Hotel, guest. We couldn't find a hotel there.
You brave.
So we could not even find a guest house to sleep in. So as a result of that, we had to leave from Bomi County. That's Gbapolo County around 1 to 2 in the morning to come back Bomi to sleep.
Mm.
So. But Gbapolo is not that open. When you enter in Bobolo City, you say that Bobolo. Somebody will have to tell you that Bobolo. When they say capital city, Joseph Joseph or everybody.
I mean, don't be your friend can do. But anyway, folks, it seems like they're allergic to development, though, because that's the play. Look. You're sorry, we got some very wonderful supporters and all of that, but now we got our only job is to speak truth now. As much as you can be our friend, you can be our ready to tell you the fact. It seems like they're allergic to development because no country so backward like Gbapolo will see a state-of-the-art hospital being built, and they don't see that as a gateway to more, contemporary exposure and development, and then they went against that. I mean, that was so very, very. Discouraging. But anyway, let's see what happens as the rescue continues to fill the people and all of that. These promises, they say they get some women there.
Mm-hmm.
They can be in good care, but then when you get promised, then you talk BBT, they will carry you to the moon. You'll be the first Liberian lady that will take to the moon. You forget that what rescue did to Gbapolo. Get beat about Emory Hospital. Yeah, you have to even clean your hospital. They had to make nurse. Your cell got to go. You start washing it, and this is it. But again, that your own food gave you that. So on the flip side of that, and So the United Party homecoming happened, right? And then when it happened, notable absence happened, and the absence drew attention because we flagged them, and we decided that post the United Party homecoming, we were going to decide a narrative. We were going to dictate what becomes the subject post the homecoming event, and of course we succeeded in doing that. What did we try to do? We try to put the concentration on the absence of key alliance members. And when we tell you, say we are controlling this government, you feel we're joking. Look, this Baga is a something. So we are controlling the government. We told you after you're finished spending all that money, we will decide what the narrative becomes. And so the conversation post the homecoming were about the mistakes, the problems, and and nobody, they themselves cannot even identify the successes of the event anymore, because we succeeded in shifting the conversation and directing the conversation.
And since then, the entire party headquarters conversation have died.
It died. We killed it. We smartly. We told these people that we were smarter than them, we were brilliant than them, and we will use our brain power. Right? We're not going to fight. We're going to use our brain power, right, to defeat you. You see? So nobody talking about the excitement about all the way you put the blueprint up. Nobody's talking about the excitement of your party, blah blah blah, and the thing you're doing. But right now, the conversation became Liberty Party not there. So we added value to why Liberty Party were not there, comparing even the president to sit down with Liberty Party and start having conversation. Right? With our conversation ignited a panic within the ruling establishment. So they started revisiting alliance membership, pleading with them, begging them to stay on. Look, the danger ahead, right? Some of them in confidence, right? Friend have told us that, look, some of the ministers are afraid, and they have even started declaring that, look, if we do not win 2029, these buggers, we will run away from this country. Look, why are you running away from? Why are you running away? That's what they're saying right now, that they will run away from the country. So credit to us, we are doing it. Look, we're not saying these things because we want any reward or flower. We just want to emancipate Liberia. These are criminals that, unfortunately, the country slided into their hands. So we want to get the country back from them. That's what we are doing. And they see it clearly. When you sit with UP movers and shakers, they're having no progressive conversation about the country, rather 2029. The panic is right within them, right? They're having meetings and begging people, this enchanted alliance member, please don't leave their alliance, don't leave their marriage, let the marriage stay. In fact, some of them are saying, we'll carry Baka and Kun, we won't keep the ticket Jedi Day. All the debate used to be here. The other person, they're kind of watering down on it. So Liberians, we are succeeding. We're succeeding silently. But we have the ears to tell you the result that we are getting from all of what we are doing. And that's why we have to sustain it, because the government is not doing well. Got to keep pushing the government. Got to keep pushing the government. Tell the government, show all your own self project, what you start. 2 years. You break ground for any landmark, state-of-the-art, contemporary, tangible project, capital investment. You have not broken ground for any. 2 years into your leadership, you have not brought any kind of mammoth, convincing capital investment in the country. Nothing. Or any kind of money, what you see real money coming to the country as a result of this president, like other people did before him. Nothing. You've not done it. So Liberians are aware of that. So they're begging Yombly and others to stay on. They're begging ACOP to stay on. Right? Oh yeah, they're begging ACOP. don't mind ACOP. Right? That man right here, Sekou Kuma, in protection of his cabinet position, he always trading the party. Other people not happy,
making it to appear
but
like
as soon
he's in control.
as soon small thing will happen, he will just rap, because the Secretary General of the party didn't get a job. So you just have to small thing, So you have rest on a statement, he send a message, fire the thing. Put it up. For other men low, stay me over Ako na endorse. But
They
deep down, they not endorse.
they will come outside and say
They are
the consensus of the National Executive Committee.
They are the most disenchanted alliance membership. I can tell you that for free. They are very, very bitter. Imagine the people use their truck, then definitely use their own fuel, right? And you know, Magene men and brother Tusban and everything they campaign. Stay, then put the money on salary. They didn't hurt in the minute. I go men angry. Look, you know what I mean? You go to the mosque and tell the people say something unrealistic. You tell the people say, Mama, they will make sure the imam will go on salary. Say, oh, imam will go on salary for the first time. Okay, we'll go vote.
I think I heard that.
Oh yeah, that's what they
the
did.
campaign
And
message.
that's what you know party did. Well, Paga, that's what they say he's a Kamajo what? How they can call it, you know. So they want to lie to the people. All the imam in Chikotan, the probably waiting for their 4-month pay. January 2024, nothing can. 6 months pay, go more sala kodi. So the parents are whispering small, asking each other, vamos a more sala kodi, more de more mula see anything. So nothing coming. People begin angry. So, but they can protest because you know the thing about it. When you protest, then the other small group that we see is a minute to watching. See, but look, man, the whole thing is a whole drama, and this is it. But here, the point is the Union Party is losing grip, and they know it, right? Some decision that they've taken, they're regretting right now. It's terrible, and it's clear that 2029 they do not have any kind of strong cohesion going into 2029. The failures with the economy, the budgetary manipulations, and all of these things are haunting them.
And Abu, let me tell you, let me say this to Liberians. For many of you who are saying that the government is the country is difficult, government officials are mean. Let me give you the secret behind that meanness. Government officials are compared to be mean, Abu, because they are not sure of tomorrow.
The future not guaranteed.
So nobody want to go about spending the little that they are stealing now, and then thinking that tomorrow they get another 6 years. No, they are cognizant of the fact that the past administration, even though they worked, but Liberians still got them out. So nobody will want to spend that money. They may not get the money. They may not stealing. They are getting what they're supposed to get, but they will not use it because they are not sure and they don't want to be spending before you feel like they are stealing. They are stealing it, but they don't want you to know that they are stealing. Unlike CDC officials who could use their meager resources to buy a bag of rice on doing festive period like this, buy other things to give back to you. No, the guys get it. They get the money, but they don't want you to live with that belief because they feel like when you see them distributing food items and giving out handles during the Christmas period, you will say that the men are stealing money. So they want to make that owner stealing to be unusual. They want to make it look that they're not existing. So they will always want to hold back, one, because they are not sure that they are going to be re-elected, and nobody wants to start running broke in a few months after election.
Mm-hmm.
So you always sit back and complain that, oh, the guys are mean, they are mean. But it doesn't anyway negate the fact that they are not stealing. They are stealing.
But if that is their if that's how they want to do it, it's okay. It's fine. So they're keeping the money because subsequently after the election when they're defeated, at least the money will be there.
Yeah,
We'll just go take the money and carry it back to the country and put it back in the country core. So if you give the money, you don't spend it on the people, and you keep it in the bank thinking that when you lose the election, you'll go live like you miss it. I mean, for all of you, taking all that money back from you. The horses, what you're bidding, we'll turn some of them into schools, or we'll turn some of them, we'll sell them and take the money and put it back in there. That's the real asset recovery that will start happening. The citizen asset recovery. You see, yeah, we won't jump the gun.
We're starting to put more.
But when joking, look, we're having meetings about these things. We're having meetings. Progressive Liberians are having meeting trouble, and we can bring all the SSS on the table, look at it, so no, the country, the way the country is going, and all the secret homes that you're building. Let me tell you, we get all the pictures, all the suspicious home that are being built got all the pictures, all the videos. So to recover the asset after the Unity Party, it's not going to be a difficult thing because we'll publish this thing, we'll give it to, we'll just spread it across the country. Sackless, the old man sitting to the hall. Look, the way the asset recovery process will be, it will be citizen driven. So we'll get the information to the people, they will have it in their hand, they will know it, and they will go for it.
So while we are here, I'm receiving information from Kanta, Nimba County, that another dead body has been found. Just on the back of the previous dead body found in Swakoko.
Yeah, so just imagine every day people just dying all in the streets.
And it is sickening that all of those information, those disclosures that are being made, we are not hearing from the Christian, the Council of Churches. We are not hearing from them, but they are only interested in showing that the government can stop somebody from protesting.
Yeah, no man, we shall cut to burn. Then you go stand water in the desert. You say, oh, you're man, protest, you're terrible, and not a protest. Anyway, let me have fun time to talk about that, right? But look, this is where we are. This is our country. It belongs to everybody. That sense of making it to a PLA, Unity Party people are the sole custodian of what becomes of Liberia, and it's a period, that nonsense. We're energized to kick against that, and that's why we're always here. But let's see, while we transition, keep playing your cash giveaway here, guys. Today is Monday. Right, and it's December.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I don't know about Higa. Maybe I'm considering to take a break. Right, I'm still looking at it. Right, it's good to take break when you guys don't in your pocket.
So what I think is the break will be necessary the first month in the new year.
No, you gotta. We got to start January. We'll start January fresh. January we'll start
new thing. Yeah. So maybe a week or two.
So a week or two we'll still having conversation. So if you ain't one for to leave, that means you got to pay for the escort time. You got to
airtime you pay for that.
So you gotta be generous enough, and we're gonna move as a gentleman when you go that 1 week, 2 week in the morning. It'll not be easy. Also, you're saying. So that vacation we won't take, we'll do the vacation.
So they will be working extra time, overtime.
So you gotta negotiate. I don't want that. You gotta call the papi. You gotta call Home Sense and negotiate. Say, papi, the board they don't have to leave. The bugger them will get briefing space for 2 weeks. Yeah. So the men still. But below at me, my Abba won't leave. Won't take 2 weeks.
So maybe we want to do so. Maybe from the 20th.
Yeah.
From the 20th. Yeah.
As soon as we finish, I'm getting married.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The whole country shop.
But guess the phone.
I don't know why.
That whole wedding are looking at for you know what? They post that son in the chat room. I mean, you not get it.
Yeah. Somewhere else. Yeah. I don't know why people was. I didn't say, oh, can't get married. Everybody else surprised.
I didn't know that in Kakata you give the men a capping band.
Yeah. I give it to the man.
So the man now is thinking about giving the capping band to somebody. That capping band been.
So that it will make the run away.
So I please that kind of for me with capping band.
So on the 20th, we're having big wedding. I think it's gonna be on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Karen is getting married. So you start acting like, oh, you're surprised, and like it's a shock and all of that. Yeah, Karen is getting married. Yeah. Why you think y'all thought the married? But Karen is getting married, man. So we're gonna be there. I'm in the country in December, yeah. We gotta be, yeah. So, but our homeboy is getting married on the 20th, and of course, the entire crew gonna be there. It's a good thing. And one who finds a wife, like the Bible said, it finds a good thing. And of course, we're gonna be there to witness and celebrate that historic moment where Oliver Karen will take home his beautiful madame, and you all gotta be there. The ladies of this Monrovia, the gentlemen, all of you gotta come. This man is the manager of the biggest radio station in Liberia. You know what it means? Liberia can do things. Sometimes you have few weeks. You know what I mean? The Freedom FM equivalent in Ghana, the manager getting married. You know what it means? In fact, people bring car gift. And but anyway, like bro, y'all let them make everything look small and things, so we don't get the benefit of everything, right? If we don't have any equivalent in Nigeria, but forget it. Oh, so one allowed you, yeah, move on somewhere. Yes, I mean, the honeymoon travel, the honeymoon trip. On me.
Somebody buy plane ticket.
Yeah,
do
on me. I said somebody will
everything.
cover the whole thing. You just tell me the destination. You and your wife, just tell me the destination, the honeymoon. But gentlemen, the sacrifices you're making for this country, and you as a young man heading that team, right? For the period, look, the honeymoon. Yeah, you gotta be praying. Let me get money, my man. But look, man, we gotta go to something else. *255 *1#. The more you play, the better the chances are to win. So while we are talking all of this, as the year comes to an end, the blunder of the rescue government keeps showing, and of course, it is not only showing in reports and of course survey. It is coming practically in the withdrawal of long-time partners, sustainable partners that are contributing immensely. This thing happened since last week, but we've not had the time. And I found this conversation very intriguing for us to talk about, for all of you to understand the impact and what it means, right? These were people that were here contributing immensely while George Weah was president, and the relationship was good. But Baka came 1 year, the point understand nothing. 2 years, nothing. The posted they're leaving. Hagar will share the Swedish statement on the board, on the screen, and then we'll read it out. Right? The government that promised that when Baka comes to power with his experiences and all of that, right? All of the NGOs will be returning to Liberia. Investors will be coming to the country, but a viable, partner is leaving the country, affecting healthcare, agriculture, the environment, right? Childbirth, and all of these things they're putting out with millions, as if to say the usage withdrawal wasn't enough. Our country continued to suffer from bad leadership, and terrible governance. People listen to the news, they hear the massive stealing and looting that's going on, and the abuse of public trust that's happening in the government and systems. Liberia has qualified among the country. The Swedish government say our aid to this country are waste. That's not what want our aid to be channeled to. So we withdrawing the aid from this country and directing it to countries who have demonstrated, meaningful preparedness and readiness to execute in accordance with the vision and aspiration of the Swedish people. And that is exactly what the conversation is about. So this is sad for us. This is sad for the pregnant women. This is sad for the baby mothers. This is sad for the kids in the villages, the hamlets, and this is sad. Extremely sad. But we're gonna read it, and you understand exactly. This is what the government don't want you to know. This is what the government don't want you to be talking about. When we come here, we say, "Oh, the country is going down. Baka has reduced this country to zero." This is what we are talking about. Hey, guys, you.
I wanted the okay. It's
Yeah.
good now. We can
Just read it. What I try to get something.
share it on the screen right here for you. For those of you following us on Facebook, let me try to get it on the screen for you. This is. I hope you're getting it. But let me read from my end here. So it says, Swedish or Embassy of Sweden, Monrovia. The Swedish embassy accredited to Liberia and Sierra Leone wishes to inform the public that the Swedish government has taken a difficult decision that Swedish bilateral development cooperation with Liberia will be phased out, and the embassy of Sweden in Monrovia will be closed during the course of 2026. This decision has not been taken lightly and is a consequence of reduced funding in our overall budget for development cooperation. Other countries that are being affected in Africa are Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and Tanzania. The phase out of bilateral support will be done in a responsible and orderly way, with operations terminated by the end of August 2026. However, our support for Liberia through global support to multilateral organizations and through the EU will not be affected. The decision to phase out bilateral support is not in any way linked to policies or events in Liberia. The Swedish government will make every effort to preserve the excellent relationship between our two countries despite the changing circumstances. We will seek to strengthen and broaden the partnership between Liberia and between Liberia and Sweden beyond development corporations, not least through enhanced trade and business relationships or relations. Sweden remains a steadfast partner to Liberia and attaches great importance to our shared priorities and value, which together with our strong historic ties provides a solid foundation for continual good relations between our two countries.
Correct. So you listen, there are some diplomatic languages within this, and that's how diplomats would obviously speak. So there's a point where some of the folks who want to run with where the statement reads that the Swedish will continue support to multinational corporation. What they're basically trying to say, the contribution Sweden as a country makes to the European Union, from which the European Union can reach out to countries, they will keep making that one, But that way, so just to say bite and blow, but the one Liberia benefits directly to the bilateral relationship is being cut off. You see, they said cut off, and I think 150 million or so, right?
Yeah.
When the UC pull out support, right? And what this means, fellow Liberian, is that as a result of Bouaka bad leadership, the country is going to be missing out 149 million. Liberia will be losing 149 million as a result of this decision by the Swedish to pull out. And it's going to affect a strategic area, economic, areas of economic impact. Projects such as one, the Coordinated Action on Disability in Liberia, where the Swedish spent $3,689,800 annually. That one is no longer going to come to the country. So the disabled people, you can say that Bouaka Fini step on your that one say come here, then it was like that. So then they move that one. So you can imagine what can happen. 2026, you can imagine what's going to happen in the country, right? 2, and the government say, oh yeah, Blue Ocean Program. That's an environmental program, right? The Swedish was supporting or investing over $4 million in that initiative. That $4 million is going to go, right? Leaving our environment further more vulnerable and endangering species, endangering our lives, endangering our health, and of course our environment. If you know what that is, then you have to be worried. 3, beyond the Grid Fund is a sustainable energy program where the Swedish spend over $10.6 million annually, right? Budget strengthening initiative, contribution towards the budget, to strengthen our budget and all of this. Swedish contribution in that area, over $6 million. It's no longer going to come. All the government that have been here will be getting it. As soon as you bring your Kamajo here, it's gone off, right? National Integrity Building, anti-corruption support to the anti-graft institution, over 1.5 million and change. Forestry and Protected Areas Program, deforestation programs, and all of these things, you all know. Over $8 million, $8.2 million is going away, right? But your man with a so-called 40+ experience and contact is sitting there, sleeping and wearing designer clothes. And you say, oh, the men are, oh man, this, that. Millions are leaving the country because of bad governance and bad practices, incoherent policies. Forestry and Protection Areas Program, over $8 million leaving the country. Liberia Decentralization Support, $2 million and change leaving. Rural Development Programs, feeder roads, right? All these programs initiated were there. They've been stealing, they ain't doing nothing. Then the Swedish are going to be taking away $5 million and change. No, $5.8 million on the feeder road programs. Our people in the villages are going to suffer. Farm to market rule. As soon they all rain, 2026 rain can is probably forget it. It was the Swedish in the villages, in the bush machines, opening these roads up. They're taking that money and they were spending $5.8 million. Support to land rights and management, right? Support to land right and management. I don't say Swedish Kadasha or that thing with the land authority people that were helping to reform our whole land policy or land administration. All of those they are going. Some time ago, I think they had a program with us here, right? That money, right, is 5.3 million and change, almost $5.4 million is going, right? You come and see the land authority return to default setting. Selling D now, come and start. Right? Support to prepare national plan. The support to prepare the national plan, the so-called arrest agenda. The post spend $425 million. Even their own arrest agenda. Private sector development, value chain. Private sector development, value chain, $5.8 million. Strengthening CSO and media, $1.5 million. Eddie Jawolo there, and civil society, and how you call that thing? What this Unity Party guy, Samuka Corner can be on what thing? Yeah, other than getting this money, $1.5 million. Yeah, these are Unity Party people pretending to be independent media voices and all of that. So women's empowerment and rights, $6.2 million. There's going to be a leakage of $6.2 million from that endeavor. You can imagine what that would mean for the country. Support to tax authority, the LRA. Imagine the government can take LRA money from there, they carry somewhere else. Then the partner the money that LRA depending on, $6.2 million from there, $6.4 million will be removed. So plus what GAFON transfer, then you take the 6.2 LRA, the capacity to generate revenue. Let's see how it's going to be like. Economic transformation, right? 16,400 for urban youth. Altogether, $5.1 million. Democracy advancement program, $1.2 million. As the Swedish are leaving, these are the monies. Fellow Liberians, I hope you're listening keenly. This is the amount of loss that Baka has cost the country, right? Excellent in independent journalism, $691,158, right? So even journalism is being affected. Civil society is being affected. Renewable energy, $5.3 million in renewable energy support. Resilience and climate change, $1.5 million. Coastal defense and all the other things can be affected gravely. Strengthening peace and rule of law, $11 million, $11.8 million contribution in those areas are all going to be affected. Strengthening citizen voices. So some of you who just seen it like, oh, they put closing the embassy, they're going no. They're going with millions that they're contributing to Liberia, right? Promoting youth empowerment through TVET, $5.8 million. Remember the last time when NVGC students were protesting, right? So that sector is going to go down by the absence of another $5.8 million. So when you remove $5.8 million from the TVET sector of the country, you imagine what is going to be chaotic. Economic empowerment for women, right? $8 million and change across the country. Access to sexual and reproductive health, $6.6 million. Child protection services. I told you about the babies, newborn babies, and all of that. in child protection services, $6.9 million. Increased income for farmers in poverty. Increased income from farmers.
These are all
Support,
strategic
yeah,
areas.
strategic areas. Support to farmers across the country. So all the farmers that cost, you'll be worried, right? That's small seedings and equipments and cash you used to be receiving, right? The Swedish say they're going. They say they're going. They say your government will get corrupt. A corrupt government. Those all stealing they doing. So they're leaving, they're taking their country money, they're carrying it back. Increased income for farmers, around $8 million is going to be going away as a result of the Swedish withdrawal. Supporting climate smart agriculture, $2.1 million. Youth peace building and social inclusion, $2.1 million. Justice and equal communities, $4.4 million. Informal sector empowerment, $3.1 million. Media-based support to social norms, $2 million. Totaling projects value of around $149 million that will be going. Furthermore, right, the government's US $1.2 billion draft budget, the Ministry of Finance projected that Sweden will provide $3.7 million in that draft budget. So as Sweden going, so they got to reduce that He got $3.7 million. Got to take it from there. So when I do the math, I take out $3.7 million from the how you call it? This once upon a time we told you that the government is heavily weighted on contingency, the contingency areas, and these are the areas they put under the PSRP. So the PSRPs for the 2026 draft national budget are going to be affected by a minus $3.7 million. A minus $3.7 million. What has the government done? How has the government responded to that? They've let it to slide, and government is prepared to be transferring money from critical need areas to government ministries
And this
for recurring expenditures.
This thing happened. All this release was issued during the period that when this Unity Party was planning their entire or immediately after their December.
Yeah, it was right around that period when they're
right
having their
around that period
homecoming.
like this.
Yeah, it was just I think day before the event, and it came out, and they embark on those strategic engagements to structure the drawdown in ways that the impact will not be hugely felt one time, right? To structure, yeah. Please share our life and all of that, so that I reach Mr. Boakai. This is what is happening in the country. So if you're hoping that 2026 the government is going to create more jobs, no, you're going to lose more jobs, right? More people are going to get unemployed. More opportunities are going to close down. More sectors going to be affected. That's what we have. So when it's argued that what we are witnessing today since Mr. Boakai became president is the worst form in Liberia pursuit for transformative leadership and progressive agenda. The agenda is not progressive, the agenda is retrogressive. And as we see with all of these drawdowns, heavy weight going to go on the government to take in more people. So when the government going to be taking in more people, some of them have their relatives that will be losing out on some of this program. They will bring them into the government again. So what that's going to do is going to contribute to increase anger. And when anger increases in the country, right, citizens resort to alternative solutions. Citizens resort to alternative solutions, as we've seen in countries around us here. Some have resorted into coup d'etat, others have resorted into street civil disobedience and protracted agitations and all of those. Are we prepared for that? As a country, I think we are not. Our people should be concerned more with grappling with the hunger and the poverty and the backwardness and all of that, and finding painstaking means out of those things instead of going helter-skelter. But is the government paying attention to these red flags? No. The government is still throwing parties. The president is still celebrating birthday, extravagant birthday parties. The president and his children are still having lavish, opulent ceremonies, honoring and celebrating themselves. When these these things that affect life. We told you about what, and the babies are going to be losing. The healthcare system, the agriculture, the farmers are going to be losing.
The disabled community.
Disabled are going to be losing. Everybody's going to be affected. The president and his family are still throwing parties, extravagant parties over the sea. Right? So where is the sensitivity of the president? It's like his sense of compassion has gone away, and that even disabled are protesting, they're tear gassing them. It's not ringing a bell to the old man. And this is troubling. Now, if you still think all of these are now, clear demonstration of the failure of the government and the regime, right? Independent assessment of their performances for the year. NEMOD, Front Page Africa, and other independent media organizations have released findings. Front Page Africa, for example, have enumerated over 60% of government ministers fail, decimally perform on their duties. They said, remember the president said he was going to do performance contract, right? That to grade the performance of his cabinet ministers and all of that. They've held several fruitless, useless, unimpactful cabinet meetings for the year, reviewing nothing, reviewing failures. No impact anywhere. Go to education, right? And the education minister who got it squared it based on patronage developed the audacity to say that she's getting graded an F simply because she refused to take journalists on trip. Are you kidding me? Look at the arrogance. These people feel like, the government job belongs to their family, is some kind of inheritance. And they're not accountable. An attempt at accountability, they want to blackmail you. They want to call you names. Nonsense. Right? And you look at the other guy to youth and sports, where the youth destitute, the degree of destitution among the young people, lack of jobs, right? And you are sitting there failing and doing partisanship. There's no program that you have introduced. Even the cadet program that used to be active there, you kill everything. The beach and waterway, you kill it, dismantle it, right? Providing short-term.
Even the MVTC.
MVTC can pull up graduate.
Breaking down.
You take the people money.
No material for practical.
Yeah, you take the student money and there's no practical, and then you tell the train graduate. The train says, no, we're not graduating, we learn nothing. This is what you're doing. And then your grade come out, you say, oh, because a private Liberian business is operating and you decided to deny them electricity, which is, that's one that then you say that the reason why you fail. Can imagine?
The guys don't want to accept their wrong, accept their failure, and learn from it and try to move on. They always want to find an escape route, which is not working. The first thing is, as a responsible public servant, what you're supposed to do, accept the realities and then try to recalibrate and move on. But the guys don't even want to, even the fact that it is glaring that they have failed, they still don't want to accept that they have failed. So they still live with that belief that, yes, we are doing well. And it's terrible, because when you live like that, the only thing I'll remind you, especially in the time and because we're talking about politics, what is going to remind you is election results. Mm-hmm. And by then it will be late for you.
That's when you know that you're failing. That's when you probably accept that you have actually not lived up to the expectations and the promises of the Liberian people.
All those results, all those scorecards that are coming up is an opportunity for you to sit back, go in your closet and say, what are we doing wrong that we need to fix? And what are we trying in that we need to improve on? When you do these things, you try to push for a better result, but you don't even want to accept it. It's almost like a student is in school, you fail in the test, you go and challenge the teacher. But yeah, you don't still want to accept that you feel. You don't want to study because you feel you know it all. It's terrible for you. Like I said, once you continue to live like this, like the CDC, for the CDC had the midterm elections. So after the election, they had to recalibrate because the citizens had the opportunity to speak through the ballot.
Mhm.
But for you, you don't have it. So it is these fundings, these scorecards are coming up that is going to improve, or that is going to inform you on what you are doing. There are Liberians who will normally take up phone in the morning, call on the radios to make their inputs, talk about the workings of the government, and yet you still feel like these people are from the CDC, they are from the CMC, they are from the ANC.
You see that opposition.
Bulk of these
But-
people
but-
are people who supported. Look at what happened. That Melvin guy. I know the guy who the police allegedly shot and killed.
Yeah, the man who in my
The male feminists are talking about their child that was killed, and the police and Liberians are there politicizing and making it appear like the people are sedition or they are opposition people, so they want to spoil the image of the government. That's why the lady said we supported this government. My son over there supported this government.
But what the image the government get?
So let's see what you're doing.
Stealing image, beating pregnant women, beating students, beating and tear gassing blind people, killing in Kinjo. That the image you get. You talk about somebody won't spoil the image. You get what kind of image you get? You kill your own citizen for foreign company. Latest report is out. We'll find time to talk about latest report. Kinjo, the people that are in Kinjo, they got the highest foreign resident employees in the country. So you think the Cayman people, it wasn't justified for them to stand up for their natural resources? What did the government do? You go there, you kill them, you say email. Oh, you also need the email the government. The government get emails. This is the government that have killed its own people for foreigners, right? They have beaten on blind people, crippled people in wheelchair, put tear gas on them. Look at the height of wickedness. Look at that. And you say you get image? You're violating human rights on a daily basis, right? Women are being raped, children, girls are being raped. You compromise the killing of Shalom Musu and you release the killer. And you come here, you say you get image. What kind of image? Right? What kind of image now? Human rights abuses? That's what you've been doing. So look at the result, for example. In a fledgling, progressive sector, where even the international partners and all of that, and Liberians, the laymen were seeing clearly that this area was being progressively handled. You went in there and politically removed the head, right? You removed NAFA boss Emma Glasgow, as much as she wasn't a friend like that, right? But she was doing well compared to the big-headed buffoon you carry there, simply because he's a Unity Party man. Is he here looking at breadfruit?
The message is on a tour with no strategic plan.
Yeah. Right,
but just to justify what they are stealing.
So the front page Africa greater the man F. You feel the man who been Bwaka violated the law, turning position, remove the woman illegally. I thought you'll be carrying smart person that will go and do more than what the person was doing. Then the people will forget about the violation. Someone away and say, "Oh, but the man doing well, right?" But you go and carry a buffon that's making F. Right? You take an A student and carry a F man there, buffon man, door A. You carry door A man there, the man scoring door A in the place. Right? Then they get LRA man on, they say LRA man get B+. LRA man on top. Right? They move on LRA man to go to disaster management agency. My own man Azu, they get F. Then they put the man picture with Ray Sabu, put the FOA. Right? But Ansu says sit down and look at it and say everybody respond with me, I'll not respond, I'll leave it at that. So they say the reading says the scorecard, the corruption wave within the NDMA reached its peak in what many analysts describe as the 2025 high, a period when multiple layers of misconduct became undeniable and the agency collapse in integrity became visible not only to internal staff, but to the broader public. It was during this period that financial irregularities expanded beyond questionable bookkeeping and evolved into a full-scale administrative breakdown. NDMA, Honor Boakai, right? This is it. This is how dangerously that they're handling your country. Let's go to NAFA, where it says, during the year under review 2025, NAFA workers raised concerns about issues like illegal dismissed staff and denied insurance. The entity also laid off 32 enumerators who were trained to collect fisheries data at all lending sites across the country. The previous administration had negotiated with the World Bank to pay their salaries, after which they should be absorbed by NAFA after the expiration of their contract. This man saying he went there, he's not contributing a penny to national government, and he's downsizing people, removing people from their job, right? And just breaking everything down. Yesterday, the money not enough. You remove people. Then you go to LAGRA. LAGRA was another entity flourishing under the CDC. For those of you who voted, you say, oh, that Bukan Denzel you have been bringing 42-year-old man. Look at what he have done. He took door here people and carried them to agency and institutions that were flourishing. FPAC downside got F. They seen downside man that will fire from water and so I don't know you're fired in resign. I think he resigned or something like that. Any which way that's his business. The yellow scorecard FPA. As Labrador looks forward 2026, LACRA stands at a critical crossroad. Analysts note that the agency is emerging from a year characterized by both significant progress and abrupt disruption. The structural improvement made under Sankolo have positioned the institution for sustained growth, stronger enforcement, and increased export, but the new leadership that was carried here under Downside School F. Breaking down all the structure, the basis that was set. Right? Then the other man here, what they get, Samuel Nagwe working just be on Facebook, insulting people and things. It's the renewable energy. Right? Go C. They want a probation student, getting C. So despite difficulty, 2025 also saw several achievements within the rural renewable energy sector, which provided hope for improved performance in the year ahead. A number of rural communities gained access to solar power through newly installed mini grids that restore confidence in the sector capacity to deliver tangible results, but yet he performed average and got C because he spends more time on social media insulting small children than focusing on the tax. Forestry Development Authority, FDA, almost appear like it does not exist. Since Baka took over, he carried Mirab. Rudolph Mirab. Rudolph Mirab sat down there in school F. P. Hedaba met Rudolph. Sat down there in school F. They met who they say, I know, working a logging company or and they close down, he get it. Like people then, the logger then, the money. One time, the people were protesting in the street, right? So what is interpreted as is that the forestry industry of a country has been poorly managed, terrible leadership. The FDA leadership present, headed by Managing Director Rudolph Mirab, has attracted significant public criticism. Key concerns include alleged lack of adequate qualifications and technical expertise, inflated data reporting. The man can lie on his report. Me, I will break it down. The Lebanon man Barak carried there, I don't know for whatever reason. One time to do report, the man will put all kind of fake figure there. La number. They go find out the men are doing nothing to the play. The whole FDA system not breaking. The thing SEMA doing there, putting in place. Same Mirab got there. To all kind of unqualified people, lacking technical expertise and qualification. And they are flattening the performance of the FDA decimally, including forest cover figure that require presidential review, failure to properly supervise commercial and community forest operation, community neglect and breaches of benefit sharing commitments, and controversial issuance of logging permits, some allegedly illegal or irregular. illegal permit. They just cutting the forest all over the place. Mira, right? Getting F. Then the other man to PPCC. The first PPCC boss that can get on plane, travel to go do inspection, a yellow machine inspection. The first man. They men deserve F. But for whatever they can see, this man has desecrated the laws of the PPCC. They may begin, and say a marketing agent for the yellow machine when the PPCC board, they may go on the plane.
And a special assistant to the vice
To the vice president. They may held the vice president bag in passing around. Right? Fellow Liberians. Another entity where the president violated the law, the Supreme Court spoke, the president still say he violate and abuse it. And the LTA.
Mm-hmm.
The people there who been in the president violated all that law in sending there. They taking 30,000 and change for their generator fuel monthly.
3,600.
3,600 where people can get food to eat in their stomach. Generator taking that kind of money. The human being there, what the president did that thing for, they go sit down there, all of them fail. Party one of them, all they able to do, call Musical Madrid, be singing while he's stealing you. So Musical Madrid men will be singing for their $50, their $75. They stealing from their country. Right? Go look at the man performing, man get F. Party one. All he knows is to pass a run, stand, play, tell people to come sing song, be acting like. Then he say he won't be represented in district number 3 or number 2 in Lofa. They may be in him pump. You remember that scene, food pump, Baka camping with? Yeah, I remember. Baka from the same country. Their own development mentality is backward. Carry full pump. And people digging hole, putting the pump in there. Where? So when the man Steve from LT and Karen Lofa and saying one wrong, Liberian people got just setting the record. So as soon as here Colino take the ghost money she carry district 13, you're flocker. Then he still only carry Lofa flocking. So all of them get F. Right? Clarence Massaquoi is here. Right? For the past year, the telecom regulator faced pressing challenges with its revenue projection considered overly ambitious and its future contributions uncertain. Nevertheless, it seemed focused on implementing reform to increase revenue and improve service, but faces skepticism due to a history of declining revenue, requiring strategic investment and collaboration to improve its financial outlook. You see, an entity where there is declining revenue, it is the same entity that executives are taking over $3,000 for generator fuel. What a contradiction. The F is not finished yet. That your minister, the sector here, then that we're grading you. Right? During the year under review, Lipteco, right here on Broad Street. Lipteco and its regulatory body, the LTA, faced several significant missteps and challenges, primarily related to alleged corruption, financial underperformance, poor service quality, and governance issues. So the other Baga friend, what you take from LBDI and carry the man there, Richardson Ndobo, right, presided over a very, very disturbing entity described as under capital loss and a liability by himself. That entity has become a liability on the Liberian government due to the poor oversight and leadership. They got an F. Rescue people scoring F like nobody business. F all over the place. NRC, Blibo, C. Freeport of Monrovia, B. Mo Ali, B minus. I don't know how Mo Ali got B minus, but that's a school. Let's take it at that. Amos to a B plus. The two entities that siphoning public money for party use. Liberians should know them. All right. NOCA, B minus. LEC, A minus. CBL, B plus. Less than 4 or 5% pass. The rest fail. Fellow Liberians. So this is it. Swedish drawdown over $149 million from the country. And of course, head of agency feeling like to feel it's not a problem. Feeling on their own arrest agenda. Let's hear from you, Liberians. And then we'll close the conversation with the call for December 17th. So we're going to go to the phone lines right now to hear your own reactions about these things, where the Grace Fair, and all of these things. No investment in the people. Public money is being used to project people political ambition in 2029. Look at the speaker, for example. He's taking the country money to buy 100 motorbikes for people in District 11. What do you think he's doing it for? For 2029 re-election? How the country being run like that? Like I told you from the get-go, the initial of the conversation, from the hierarchical setting of the government, they are more focused on 2029 than any progressive, transformative national agenda. What do you think? On 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 221 86 500 104. 2 years down the road, failures have described what the rescue has turned out to be. The mission that came to rescue and redeem the country and put the country on the right trajectory of progress, development, and of course fulfillment have turned out to colossal failures. The president has brought on board individuals, even after violating the laws in some areas, yet still their performances are average or below the belt. Below the belt. An F is unacceptable. For the people who call themselves experienced, educated, they went to the Ivy League schools of the world and all of that, to come here and be failing on little things like transforming NAFA or improving NAFA, little things like addressing disaster management, little things like curbing fire service. Fire service assets are being used now for stadium in Grand Bas, claiming on the police, law enforcement people all standing over the fire service truck watching game. Breakdown in the rule of law. *255 *1# is the code. Let's take calls right here and hear you out. Good morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning, Abu.
Morning, ma'am. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Mandela calling from Uru.
Mm-hmm.
Abu, how would these people then? How would they now pay the party money? The part of empty score, they don't know anything. Those technicians that were there, that were doing the work, they went and took all of them from there, put their parties in there. We don't know anything. So how would they do well? They're stealing the money. Generator making over 3,600. How would they do well? They steal the money. They don't know the job. They took the people from all jobs. Number two, how the people can close down? That's why people close down. Because they steal the money, yeah, but they also put it on these seconds. They put very happy and they put in a pocket of spirit. So rules. Then you will say.
But the president said he was going to bring all the NGO bars and partners. Then why are partners leaving the country? Is the people going to suffer? The farmers, the pregnant women, the baby mommy, all them going to suffer?
Yeah, but Abu, that's what we are saying now. These people put the money in their pocket. Nothing is being done for the people. Then why the people can withdraw? You see it? They are eating the money, they're stealing the money. And that budget, they're taking that budget off for themselves. They don't ever, yes, to support the people with that budget. Now the people are going. They already steal it. They will take the budget for them to support the people. Now that's the most suffering for our people now. Those Canadian towns are those market farms. They are not seeing those things. They just defend the $24, $25, $20 US, and they tell you BP money. That's why I say it's literally ignorant. They can't country here. They say Baka doing well. Oh, I want thank you, Papa, for your information.
Thank you very much. Let's take more calls. 0776 204 104 086 500 104. Good morning. You're live on the radio. Let's hear you.
Oh yeah, you get one guy.
What is your name?
Abu, this Idrissa.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Abu, let me say hi to Higa first. You know, Abu, you get one black guy. They know who is the core artist of all of those core artists in the world. That black guy. Black guy only know how to use like street move. You know, he made a lip service man. Liberian people, and now, no incompetent way you see in the circle of Bagai, that bunch of buffoon and charlatans. But I would say this, Bagai will not do anything for the country. I mean, when they came to loot the state and get itself out in Sierra the means of Wasonga failure. Bunch of ignorant people in the regime. They got have zero education.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, Abu? Good morning, Ika. How you doing this morning?
We're fine. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is James Barrett, and I'm the chairman of the Veteran Family District 16 in Kutown, the People's Republic of Nigeria. You guys are there all this morning. You see, all of these things that are happening, Abu and Hika, is the result of putting people in places who don't have the capability. Yes, mentally, and professionally. You see what is happening?
But this is the rescue government filled with people with experience, with education, and all of that. How do you say they don't have capability?
Do you call it rescue? A serious disaster economically going on, you say rescue?
How you call it? How you call it?
It's just a regime that causing damages to our economy. You see what is happening at finance ministry? You see why you are red journal from the Saudi government? Over 149 million, have been post sector that's supposed to benefit the suffering masses of this country in all sections. You see why you are just red? And after you say I close down, people are suffering looking for a job again. You see what's going on? The finance minister does not have the technical know-how to handle this country. You understand me? He don't have the contact. Majority of the minister of this government, they don't have contact on the outside. They don't have anything to contribute to the government and the society. They're only there to take away. So what do you expect?
Okay.
They are taking away, but they are not bringing. They're not even helping the government, economically.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Well said.
Let's talk to David King from here. David, morning.
Yeah, morning, my brother. Let me say good morning to Abu as well. You see, all of you guys just there. I just sitting in my side, nodding my head. It is very pathetic to see people who claim that they know it all. And where we are now, we are at a disaster point. If any Liberia will not see this as disaster, then you must think your head over. Because as a matter of fact, everything that happened in the past, it was very much over our country. I mean, we're flourishing. Today, we are retrogressing. Why are we retrogressing? It's because we got the wrong manager. We got people who claim to be managing this country who are not fit to manage anything. This is why the school card that you guys just read from the front page Africa. Most of these guys who are having laptops and things around here, they carry S. Why are they not a student? Why are they coming with it? The simple example who went to Nafar when they read off. Where would you say he did this, he did that? Today, it's very yes. Why is that he not being able to keep Nafar better than what it was on Emma? But then they have come and school S, nothing is there. Liberia is retrogressing gradually, and people want to sit here and brag about things that they do nothing about. It's so sickening, my brother.
Okay, Dave.
All right, thank you very much. Let's continue on this end. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Jerry.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Dohiga. I'm Jerry Escobar, calling for Chicken Factory.
Go ahead, Jerry. Morning.
Yeah, sometimes when you come up with the kind of information, it can really make all a threat because the country is already high and the information is true. It's real. And from what I'm looking at, you think on this year, from now to the middle part of 2026, things will be very difficult for us. This will be difficult. All the guys thinking is just to enrich themselves, coming with a kind of mindset, just to feel their belly, and they don't just care about the Liberian citizen. It's bad. It's bad. Our leaders are treating us in a way as if to say Liberia is a country that only belongs to a certain group of people. We can't live like that. So I want to say thank you. Let's look at the comments, Minister.
Oh my God. I don't know what happened, but you've gone off. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Justin. I'm from Kande.
Go ahead from Bon Mines.
Yeah, you guys are saying, you know, you got people who are so sentimental like you in the community. You expect some of those things. We told the people that the rescue government in this country and begin the thing else. Next year, it's going to be worse than ever before.
You seen it, yeah? Because it looking like that because the impact of the city Jordan we're gonna start feeding it next year though. Yeah, because 2025 we're feeding the usage so when then the Swedish are there, it's gonna be hell.
If our international partner can look at this government, just look at the Skoka. The Skoka will tell you that that was 1.6 now. There's no indoor place that now. Because there are people in the system who are sentimental naive, they don't know nothing.
But you don't know the Babe got 42 years experience. Maybe you turn the corner around.
In the system who fail massively with 42 years play. But we just need to get this country to go.
Okay, thank you very much. The first 42-year experience I tend to praise and worship. See, they're called the Imam and the pastor of the prayer. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Oh, that cutter is not ready. I saw somebody on the female line 0776 104 104 086 500 104 plus 221 86 500 104. The numbers to call.
Good morning, Abu Hega.
Go ahead, you live. Good morning.
Okay, my friend, let me just say anything that's starting soon. I guess more. Let me just say this. I'm Samuel Collins. I call from 20 Street. For now to next year, if you build flower with anybody up in pure, just go to just call it like that beginning, because the thing that coming. Everyone will start running up in pure to go look to go people calling going in the bush to make fun for themselves. And that's just they space people alone. Do you know that next year playing with big family closing and that was part of in here as well?
Playing Liberia?
Play international, you mean? Okay, I think he left the line. 0776 104 104 86 500 104. The numbers you can call us on right here.
Oh, so I mean, plenty thing will be happening.
If that thing is,
I see my people.
If that information is anything to go by, it will be terrible, especially playing.
Yeah.
Morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, my brother. Thanks for
Probably got to bring experience the bell.
Thank you for the show. See, when it say happen, when you people used to tell us, we say this and that. Right now, the school people are crying. The CEO is crying every night on his own program. That they're putting, you can't say voter, we say for putting worker in faith. Is regretting now. So, listen here, the new plan that the people have, the new radio station there that the reason they're fighting to build all the radio stations and TV stations in the county that to show the live on the TV to the native people. That their main reason is spreading the TV stations for 2029. So, the people have to find means to educate the people in Syria.
Okay. All right.
Now, and that is the story there. We can see all the what the president win.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Let's talk to Edmond Carr. Edmond, morning.
Morning, Mr. Good morning to Abu.
Morning.
I don't care how many radio stations, TV station you build across the country. They fight with me that everybody look for school fee to pay. You go to the market to buy, and you listen to your family back home in the city, where normally when you are going, you should be carrying back right? You should be carrying fish, you should be carrying everything. Once you're not carrying it, radio station cannot change it. So you just sure it. Okay? The fact is on the ground. It is there. You know the party go to the market, CDC go to the market, AMC go to the market. You know, the party pay school fee, CDC pay school fee, AMC pay school fee.
Yeah, but what kind of radio
radio
conversation you bring in?
Because one of the callers said
no, there's a guy that we're talking about.
To build more radio stations. To do what? You can lie to the people.
Yeah, across the country. You know, so
but
this is why if the finance minister yeah, this is why if the government is a serious government now, the finance minister should be recording that budget, like Harris, one of the members said before, to look at the budget, because some of the things that they put in that budget, representing the $1.2 billion, it's not been taken away. Look at what you're talking about, the $3.7 million from the Swedish government. Okay, they also have in that budget $10 million that we call access recovery. So that is what we call that budget as an empty paper. Because the reality now is not showing your face. Because yesterday when you say left, it's all very strategic area.
Very strategic area. Thank you, Edmond.
Thank you,
Edmond. And so here the Plan International thing is confirmed. Yes.
Okay.
Because Plan, like many other strategic NGOs that are operating in Liberia, were receiving funding from USAID, and the American government. So, I mean, it's going to be disaster in 2026. So because even some of the small warning that are still hanging around, by 2026 is all going to go.
Plan leaving.
So you got to tighten your belt.
It's going to be very terrible. I'm saying it's going to be very terrible because I got too many of my friends who are doing who did nursing and they working for Plan. Not just, in fact, throughout the 15 counties of our country. So I'm sitting here and imagining even some of those rescue. There's a girl that I know. She's a strong supporter of the Unity Party, but she's a nurse. So I'm
have workers and things that these programs were sponsoring them, and some of them were using the motorbike going in the community campaigning against it.
If you find bulk of these jeeps, those Land Cruiser jeeps, they are under. You will see the Swedish flag and all of
exactly.
That. So,
and you know the motorbike people that used to go in the community from one village to other, with medical things, testing people and things. Those are the areas. My man, that trouble coming here, and Bwakani still throwing party. So look,
so apparently what is happening, the international community and international partners feel like since the government is not interested in job creation, that it is taking its own citizens out of job, maybe we too can help. So
and redirect our money and put it into countries that have demonstrated the need.
Oh yeah.
Because you prepare a budget, right? And you lala in the budget and take all the actual money that come in, you put it to salary and travels, right? Then the rest of the other thing, you put it to the partner. The post said, no, these monies are driven by objectives. Once we do not see your local programs aligning with the objective of our sending countries, we take them and send them in other areas because we want to serve humanity. So this government has thrown our people under the bus.
So imagine Plan living from my Gibi, Bon County, Nimba, Monserrado, Maryland, Grand Juda, Grand Crew. Just the 15 counties of our country. Just imagine. So even if in those counties they got 10 workers in each, and you're talking about 15 counties here, Abu.
It's more than 10.
You're talking about 150 persons.
Look at the school we're talking about.
We are just saying in this,
and not only healthcare, right? In education, in agriculture, the farmers, women, how you call it, capacity building, and all these things, macroeconomic support, and all these areas are going to go down. So imagine what 2026 is going to look like in the 42 years of experiment. So let's ask a question, right? Then we'll open the line here. Maybe we'll take 10 calls. We're challenging you now. For all we know, we're not low or over. Show or just two, since Bwaka became president 2024 to now, to go into 2026. Show or two companies that Bwaka now bring in the country that creating jobs.
The $3 billion
Yeah.
Indonesia.
Just what to
China.
all the noise they're making around. Oh, Baka now made the country better than Jowea Town, blah blah blah. So you're called new two companies in any counties. Only two. When you say plan, imagine 2 years and only two. Just name two. Your so-called rescue that the Oma say monkey palm.
So I was just watching on the internet. The Ghanaian president just inaugurated car production company that is under the it's from China, but they started producing cars.
Right now you comparing
in China, in Ghana, they are producing cars.
Ghana. You know what? You gotta be going to Sierra Leone, Guinea now. Ghana they finish passing. They going where you from? Boaga, look at the pace Boaga walking with. Be dragging your feet, go sit on him. Thomas Brother celebrating party and doing. At your age, still doing champagne. You still throwing champagne party. Future. Then you stay, and a lavish party, man. That's what I'm saying. It's a disservice.
If you go in the Pape farm, the Pape got houses on his farm. He got the house to ride. He got them on his farm. So somebody was asking me last night whether he is get extreme to ride the horses and get that. But they are just there. So even in his old age, things that will extort money from the country, he put priority on that, even when it is not important to him, just for the showmanship.
So you tell us, the moment you tell the company, we will help to promote the company for you, right? Let's keep taking calls. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 and continue to play your cash giveaway so that we can do the job on *255 *1#. Okay, the numbers to call. Let's hear. Is a challenge, an open challenge, right? Tell us, Sam Boaga became president in 2024.
Let's talk to somebody right here. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, hey guy.
Morning.
I mean, let me just say this. You know what I old men know how to do? I mean, they don't check on playing old men. Nothing that men know. They don't have to play check on that men on home before man said he told and brought into the politics. I mean, there's zero understanding in politics.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Let's talk to somebody. Morning. Morning.
This is the common boy chairman. So great this show. You know the thing is so interesting.
Peter, we're looking for a company that have come to the country since Boaga became president. Do you know of any?
I don't know of any. But here is the thing. This old man is so far, I don't know how to, it's not accepted. The whole thing about bringing company is a paradox. Instead of bringing company, in fact, he's making company a business of good, friends are going back. He's making a better life, but instead of better life, things are getting done for us. Everything about the paper that get paradox. It's so contradictory about everything. Because I remember somebody saying, the paper was sincere, how he fool us to vote for him because he said there's kind of opportunity. So you are making to a fund, so you're going to do things differently. And making to what? The names of all artists. The main trying to just cajole people to vote for him. Everything about the paper that gets on a PM attitude or co-artist attitude.
What do you make of the massive failures as reported by Front Page for the year 2025 of its officials of government? They're failing miserably. FCs are dominating the scorecard.
Again, I talk about being paradoxical. The whole man said that way anything. So it's just a finding some opposition of high in the past. Because we look at it in the Boaga by then. We saw PR 480. Go through that PR 480 report. PR 480 is the American Power Red Project at the border. But the moment it came to the home there, the people closed down that project.
And how you say in Swedish, everybody closing down. It's like he has a history.
Everywhere you went, the people were getting damaged. The men went to LPNC. LPNC was shut down. Everywhere the people went to CPP was damaged. Everywhere he went, he was just doing something, but the men want to use.
He went to Unity Party under Madame Sally. Opportunity was squandered.
Oh, yeah. It's like, the place
So, sir, what about the billion that are coming from China? The refinery project in Grand Bassa. You from Grand Bassa, right?
I have all that, but those are just myths.
No, I don't want to believe that refinery in Bassa that was 4-1 now.
It was a claim. It was meant to calculate the people.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Let's hear somebody else.
Morning.
Maybe Peter ain't get information on it. Somebody else has information. Morning. Let's hear you. We are looking for Mr. Baka project.
Where from Center Street?
But we don't have to head our head because Liberian people, what we requested for the what we get them.
So
Somebody that was at the age of the
So, do you remember any NGO coming back saying Baga became president or company? Because Baga is president. Because Baga is president.
Bringing it back. We're gonna regime in a royalist regime that the government can bring the company by in the government. They're happy. They're going to take my left.
Oh, let's talk to somebody else. Morning.
That woman, I mean, extremely unpopular and bad looking. They make a serious bad
all right, Idrissa, thank you very much, man. Let me take on a female line here. Good morning.
Thank you. They want a project I know of Bwaga. One of the projects is the police boot, the cell phone boot at Bwaga, bro.
But that one not creating job now. We're talking about creating job because people are scaling down and pulling out. So we're talking about something to create job for Liberia.
That means that he doesn't have any project that he took on. There's no project.
So but they say where the police boot are.
The police boot all disappear now. They appear 2024 somewhere at Bolofire, somewhere Bamuma there. Because they were saying 30,000 for months. When we did a calculation, all started disappearing. The next one is they say they have been to chicken factory where it's still money, it can be completed. So any project that will bring livelihood to the Liberian people, they know where to be found. Then you know the people can tell and show it to us so that we will know.
Okay, thank you very much. So if you're a United Party out there, probably you're struggling and you know any of our number, call our number, you tell your project and you saw the opportunity. This is Freedom FM. We're live, we're open. So tell us the company, the job, and you know where you see maybe in your community now open some company there. You tell us. Let the country know. It's a challenge. 2 years down the road, we're asking you what is the project that the government. I asked for 2, but a little too hard. So you have call 1. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear brother.
Good morning.
Abu Shari and Pega Gona.
Morning.
Yeah. If I proceed, you talk all the good about the country, but they're not giving the result for us to know where our country is.
Okay. So sorry, we'll tell you the result.
I come in because Abu and myself from Bonkande.
And Bonkande won.
Thank you very much. Let me proceed.
Bonkande has not played out. Bonkande will win. You told the measure AC. Bonkande
will
updating the score. Updating will win.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Oh, no money, man. So Baga win, you can be talking.
You're asking beautiful question and beautiful answer needed to be given. You're asking for two company Baga brought in a country for to tell you people. For you people, you don't have problem with my company that I come to name. One, all Liberian people are employed by suffering. That's one of the company. 2 is former President George. Anything pertaining to him, you're always fighting to destroy. All the ministers, all the directors, everybody, they are employed with that. So that another company, to the 2 companies that I know that you
who country will open the land for put the company Thank you. I'm a Bonkande brother. Thank you very much. I put more than you can comment. Hello, good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, the only company know about social father bringing in a country that multilateral and bilateral. So you're taking on the year.
Multilateral and bilateral MOU?
Yeah. That was your book.
Gentlemen agreement too.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's how some the father I think about the back company nothing. Multilateral and bilateral. Yeah. Eight coconut for 100.
Morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Douglas calling for the 13.
Douglas who?
Bobby. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Say you're not too happy, eh?
Well, I'm very happy of JMP.
Okay, so Douglas, wait now, stop rushing. Hey, my man, wait now, Douglas. Now you get a show yet. Now we don't get a show. So you can't hear, now you're disorganized rescue team. Listen now. So asking you, Douglas, send rescue can you need 2 companies for then you tell your team you want to. You need 2 companies that you're not bring back because we just read several people trying to leave the country and you know and things. You need 2.
That company is not the unique thing that is doing. And what I was looking for is limiting that is going on.
Okay, but I mean asking you, no, listen now, I mean asking you, I say need 2 companies or businesses that are creating jobs that you're not bring back to the country. Name 2.
Company that is lacking or the work that is doing.
No, name company that are coming in the country because Bwaga become president, all the people come back. So name 2 of the people that came back. No, my man, ain't Bwaga, ain't see the problem, Douglas, ain't see. So that name. Boy, need move on that. They other man. I don't really know. Hello, good.
Well, and good morning to the three lawyers who are local counsel to be the quasi morning district. Well, my name is Mohammed Dozo Fufana Jr. Well, I just want to tell Mr. Bwaga to start, we start supporting with the family. Yeah. Because say they came power, they probably just lying, but they don't get integrity. So, Mr. Bwaga.
And stealing project too, and stealing project. Because I want that Douglas you want to come steal project. Who talking stealing project?
Stealing project, right. They follow your line on the county platform, and they know how to defend ourselves. So, Mr. Bwaga, stop supporting with the man. Please, thank you for this.
All right, thank you very much. So that means here it is clear that nobody, because remember when we come here, we read reports that says that the government has created no job. The folks can be arguing, and to create job, you got to bring company. Then the company will hire people, right? Mm-hmm. Then they will get job, right? Let's do clear what you saying. Proud of the man, but the same way you are looking, you're saying on near the wall, a man will go hustle in the kind of back over. You stay there now, you get a job. Never, let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
Morning to Hagar.
Morning.
See, Abu, are constrained to call because if you look at our society, the country is going far off. Can you imagine last year was better than this year?
And this year may seem better than next year because the future looks very bleak.
Last year was worse than this year. And this year is worse than last year. So next year it will be bar off. Because you can't elect somebody to office and the person continue to lie. The people are very sophisticated in lying. Mm-hmm. You come to power with sincerity.
Is that sophistication? I think that's stupidity though. No, you don't qualify lying, They're stupid in lying because you tell a lie and then it's affecting the people. That's stupidity.
They're affecting the people and the people seeing the reality that you're doing nothing. You came to power, you only taking labyrinthal resources, traveling, but you're not bringing back. You're just looking at gray. I will go and I will not bring nothing back.
Imagine we're talking about 25 foreign travels and everything like that. MOU, gentleman agreement, nothing is coming. And then people were like, Right?
But again, the mandate that Brempo understand that we squander opportunity. Like Brempo said, you come back and can't get your opportunity. I will leave you alone. They say, can't you will pay your loan? And now what he's doing? They kind of age for his age. He's still fighting for luxury. You run a country with no conscience.
Yeah.
Even for that woman
At that age, you still buying horses, putting them on your farm.
Thinking on luxury. If to say you
Yeah,
got
you're
another 20 years to live.
in the air, celebrating birthday. At that age.
Brother, that brain need to stand up, or we need to come out to make sure that we put the common feet to the fire. Because we're going nowhere, no progress.
Thank you, my brother.
Everything
Thank you very much. Let me take Eugene Jibble. Eugene, probably you live somewhere or your county, there's some kind of company there. Please talk to us. Let's hear you.
Good morning, Abu, and let me say good morning to Eka.
Good morning, but you're laughing, my man.
Yeah, the question, your 7 major and just, But Abu, I was listening to some of your callers, and it's, like never say, and you rightly put it, usually party government or partisan, many of them, they're just stupid lying. And I don't know whether they can be really be embarrassed with the situation we find ourselves in. If you look at this, if look, we don't even know the stage of the economy. We don't know the stage of the economy. Nothing is happening. And that's why I told people, look, you cannot say you want to develop a country and you want to elect a person who is already out of order. Mr. Baka was already out of the stage completely. So Mr. Baka wasn't the authority to change the narrative in our country. But the best thing I realized from the government when they said to us that we are coming to rescue, well, that basically the ordinary people. It was for Mr. Baka, to be rescued and to be rescued. That for the next 40 years, they will survive.
Don't forget about Mayata, Katumu Yata Baka.
Katumu Baka. Because nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. And I believe that next day nothing will happen again. Nothing will happen. And we'll be strong like that until 2029. Thank you for the opportunity, Abu.
Thank you very kindly.
Upton Pew, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Upton.
Yeah, the question I'm going to ask people, if you guys talking about job, you're not talking about job that Boga have created, right? Because every individual want to live vocal or spiritual for the time. Even if you got nothing to show, you want to butcher to be remember where you are, right? I see that butcher will get a name. You about to put that butcher, you want to put a catcher. I leave when you down around and say, oh, I John Brown dollar, right? So I want you to challenge the guys again, or Abu and Higa. Let the push on one Boga signature project. Let me talk about the project you continue with Joe.
Yeah, we'll do that another time. We just wanted to do the company because the crowd was about job. No, after the crowd was about job. We want job. And Boga himself said, oh, people in want free tuition, get their father's job, they will pay their school fees. So asking him, what kind of company that bring to get the people job?
Abu, the reason I asked the question, right? Sometimes you see when George reacting to the presidency, right? George we had the not prioritize bringing people to media. What George had did was. Right? Job done. So when Boga show a similar project, they will say at least Boga producing job before we talk about company into the country. That's my point. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, this person, morning. I don't walk away from your radio or I call to you of which is important. Okay, you can go ahead from there.
So, like I told you earlier, the Leti has released its 16th country report as Liberia prepare for 2026 extractive sector validation. And the report has some very interesting numbers signaling. In fact, it will interest you to know that the period under review, $1.3 billion United States dollars or so, over $1 billion value extractive sector that left this country. The value for the extractive, a lot of mining, this, that, blah, blah, blah. So imagine we're $1 billion country, and the billions are coming from our resources, but our people are hungry and all of that. So it speaks to the management, right? It speaks to the management. So like I said, we try to get the report right here. From time, we'll talk about the report. We'll break it down, read the numbers for you, right? So that you hear the numbers and you know exactly what is going on in the country. This thing you send me, right? So let me see. Right? Oh, okay. Okay, so let me see something else, right? So that is that, folks. When we bring these conversations up, it's not just to just talk, but it's to assess from the layman out there. As much as you are trying to put up some sort of defense and shield for the government, but look around you and tell us what justify your defense. Maybe your uncle was not working before, but your uncle has a job now. No, I'm not talking about those that go high in the government, because those ones are stealing from the government. But let's say your community never had employment opportunity, but as a result of this government, companies are moving in your communities. Oh yeah, you have a reason to support the government. But in the absence of these, so what are you defending? What are you defending? When it's school fee time, you gotta be moving from one office to the other, pleading with friends and family and members to raise school fees. For how long are you going to keep living like that? And 2026 looks very, very disastrous. Looks very, very disastrous with all these drawdowns, all the cancellations, and all the withdrawal of financial support from our partners and all of that. And with the government having absolutely nothing in sight, a review of the 2026 projected draft national budget is so disastrous and, of course, insensitive to the plight of the people. Is the government going to take shame from our face to recall that budget and reprogram, reset the priorities? This is what the citizens should be calling for. This is what Liberians should be rallying for. You see, we bring all of these things to you and tell you that this is what's going to be going away. When the other people leave, that what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. So the consciousness will come upon you to call on the government. And I listened to Jim's quote. Before, that what you rush the budget? That what you rush the budget? I challenged Jim Colette. Jim did not read and exhaust that instrument. He did not. Jim signed and support the passage of that instrument simply because he's a regime legislator. And they have a regime speaker. You see, the regime speaker just bought 100 pieces of motorbikes, right? From where they got the money? Where they're getting all this money from? 100 pieces of motorbike, he got times $850. 100 pieces of motorbikes, times $850 US. Regime speaker. He and people passing around. Imagine say a guy, Richard Kuhn Foundation. Look at the audacity in the people money create foundation over there. All of them get foundation.
We never heard about Richard Kuhn Foundation.
How much is that total again?
You say 150 or 850?
850. The budget
is something around
85,000.
Blazer, yeah, Blazer is around now something.
Nine something.
Yeah,
right. You're talking about $800,000 to $900,000.
$250,000 or $90,000.
Right, that they're taking from the country. One man, just moment after passing the budget 4G in the nail. What people going home tired, some people driving on anything or nothing again.
So this is another opportunity for Liberians to sit and bring the government under the microscope, Abu. Let's look at Richard Kun now. Sit and compare Richard Kun prior to becoming speaker, his activities, his initiatives in the very district he is today, and look at Richard Kun after becoming speaker. Some of the activities that he's involved into. Today we are hearing about the Richard Kun able to purchase 85 or 100 pieces of motorbikes for whatever reason. Richard Kun has been involved into lavish spending since he became speaker. This is the reality. But when we say these things, the puppets, the rescue, multi-bands feel like, yeah, they can come after for this. But these are the glaring fights. Richard Kun has been in District 11 there for how long? You know that. He has been representative. What did Richard Kun do? What has he done after becoming speaker? What did he do before becoming speaker? Compare and contrast these things, and then you get to understand, then you will know where the money coming from. But this is Liberia. Why you voted for versus what you're getting.
And what you're getting. And these are the core issues. These are the issues that guarantee a sustainable future for you, your children, and of course your for the mayor, and competition of this is my party and that is my party and all of that. We miss out on the core issues, and then at the end of the day, the country remains stuck at one place. Give power to a group of people to come and do what they can to better the condition, but not to basis on a daily basis. Look at the budget. Look, when you raise up, when you rise up and tell the government, look, you have to do better with the budget. It has to guarantee a progressive future for the country. When you do that, you are being nationalistic, you're being patriotic. When you do that, you are not doing favor for Stan or Moba Molu. You're not doing favor for me either, nor any other progressive, patriotic Liberian who is standing tall and raising their voice against the spoils of the system. Look around you. Boys and girls who could not afford transportation correctly on their own who stand along the roadside for lift are the one changing in limousines and buying 2025, 2024 vehicles around here. Right? People who ask others to pay their rent for them are the ones who are parading fleet of vehicle. Mo Ali, Amos Tour, literally look dull in his complexion and all of that. Look at the boy today, right? Is that what public service should be about? So we are saying let's reconstruct the concept of public service. And it has to be done holistically. Everybody has to come together and raise their voice, and not for Dukle to sit there and could not even point to one meaningful job creating opportunity by this government and still say he's proud. What kind of man that does not know what to be proud of? You're proud of failure, you're proud of backwardness, simply because you think you have a score to settle with the CDC. It will tell you the country is a CDC and the Unity Party thing. It is utterly backward for the whole country to sit down and accept the narrative that it has to settle when somebody say, oh, CDC or Unity Party. That is a backward, reactionary nonsense that everybody should rally against and say, no, we can't settle for this. This is what the Unity Party is using. So we need to take the fear, we need to take the panic on the street. Oh, yes. In very constructive ways for the government to know that this is serious. The president himself is not feeling the seriousness of what the country is going into. You're losing your job daily. You're not used to sitting home 2 hours on the phone and on the internet. Today, everybody looking for someone on social place to go stress-free. Your problem is not to go chill. Your problem is what you get work. So you can go for the last chill out. As soon as December finish and January coming, you go sit down by in the hall, no work to do. Is that the life you want to be living? We're telling you the way to unlock that is to speak truth to power and tell them, let them redistribute public finances. Let it go to projects and programs that benefit everybody, not a few people. And then you have some misguided miscreants that feeds on packet change, will be here and thinking that they can intimidate, and they're writing nonsense on social media. Less than 1% of the population, or maybe 1%, let's say 1 or 2% of the population on social media. Less than 2% on social media. You think liberal fate can be decided on social media? Eh? Imagine thinking that the fate of the country will be decided by less than 2%, while the suffering is out there. The narrative on social media only serving the taste of less than 2% of the population that's on. And even less than that are active to be seeing the nonsense. So what you see on social media is not the defining realities on the ground. The realities are there with the people in the community. And what are they communicating? They're communicating. People say they're hungry. People say they're dying. No medicine in the hospital. Malaria killing the people, right? The children can go to school, right? Look at one principal office in Grand Bassa County. One principal office in Grand Bassa County. It is a disgrace.
Where the pro team is coming from.
It is a disgrace for that thing to be on the internet.
The Senate committee chair on foreign affairs is coming from.
All of them. They go to bargaining job and benefit for themselves. And that's what we are talking about. And you develop audacity, you call here, you say your name Douglas, you say, oh, you proud of Pwaka. You think that kinsmanship will do it, or that county thing? That is a little talk too much county thing, because my thing is, let's project that sense of Liberianness more in people. Because the more you stoop to defend a kinsman, a county man, right, you're undermining the general or the collective interest. You're narrowing it down to, that county thing. But when you see it from a brother, then you know that what are the men from your county when he's flunking on the national law, he has to be dealt with equally. Then you not feel obliged to come in defense because men from Lofa. They're not. But they're very, very conscious people from Lofa, and we see them standing up and they're speaking. Benedict Koluba has been speaking tough. He looks beyond, county, and others are doing same. And everybody needs to cultivate that, so that whoever gets to office, even when I get to office anytime, or Higa gets to office, he knows that you have to deliver. Nobody can stand with you say because you Gio man or you Madingo man. No, I don't need that. Look, if I have a job and I'm not performing, right, call me out. Don't defame me because you think squarely because I'm your kinsman. That's what. Then everybody will have to give her their best. When he got sit down here, no Guillaume come in defense say, oh, because he got to give her her best. When Abu sit down, he got to give her best. When Austin sit down, he got to give out his best. No VAR man come and say, oh, Manja. No Manja thing yet. Let the other Manja man, Abdullah Kiatama, who are in the bar independent analyst, ça best to finish pour the man on his consultancy, the man whole independent analysis leader. That is making fire. You're telling Abdullah Kiatama, I'm disappointed. But anyway, that is making one moment he say, oh, he and some international firm conducting survey, the government position, the citizen reaction not good for the government. Yeah, then another moment you go sit down radio and say the government doing. So what kind of man? What kind of independent analyst there?
I think I got apples.
Yeah. Well, what kind of independent? But anyway, yeah. What kind of independent analyst there? But anyway, we've told you people need to go beyond that programming. What people are programming you to accept setting that Gafone, and you take them, put them in settings, say, oh, they man, then the real thing underneath that Gafone and Kiatama, all of them. Anybody unite against the Liberian people, they won't be defending this rogue regime. Look, I don't care for whatever relationship you and myself, I'll go for you. I'll go for it, and that's it. But here we gotta go, man. Time is fast spent.
And Abu will be here on tomorrow to continue just from where we stopped. The Liberian people's conversation is our priority, especially when it put us on the improvement and development of the lives of Liberians. We are always interested in that. Until we are back here, let's keep the peace of Liberia. This country will not burn.
And most definitely, folks, we have to be out of here. Our time is up. This has been the Monday morning presentation of the nation's premier breakfast platform, the Freedom Morning Rise, where we discuss the issues without fear nor favor. We speak truth to power. We call them out. The other time we call Bishop Kotu Brown out. My good friend, his daughter, got angry. She's all on the internet. But we are still friends. And we're going to keep doing these things.
And Abu, we have a developing story coming from Mike Gibby County. And it's involving the superintendent and the entire caucus. But we'll talk about that. I'll send you the link and we'll read more about it and be here on tomorrow.
Okay. That's our job. We get the issues affecting the people. We come right here. We expose it. We let you know. And when you have the chance, you confront them in their faces. Until we see you tomorrow, do have yourself a wonderful time. Bye-bye. We are still considering our year-end break. And, of course, if you only want to go for a break, you got to do the needful. Until we see you, do have yourself a wonderful time. Bye-bye.